Well, it's the weekend for most people. It is Saturday. It is the 6th of June. Our reading is from Jeremiah 6:16. The Lord proclaims, stop at the crossroads, look around, ask for the ancient paths. Where's the good way? Then walk in it and find a resting place for yourselves. But you said, we won't go. Obviously, this is Jeremiah talking to Israel. But the principle is, well, let me define a term. When I use the term Christendom, I mean those who use Christ's name, claim to be Christian, and that even includes Christian cults, but who are not following his ways. And their criticism often of biblical Christian churches is, oh, you're following the ancient paths. They're no longer appropriate for today. We must go with the times. We must redefine who we are. Scripture never said that was sin. God is a God of love. However you want to love comes from God, even if that love is self-destructive. Or, well, Christ never claimed to be God, even though he was almost stoned by those who knew at the time listening to him that that's exactly what he was doing. So we need to hold to the truth of Scripture, even though some will try to tell us, some who claim to be Christians, that's outdated. That's, you're stuck in the past. You're this or that. You're phobic of one kind or another, claiming that Scripture supports your phobia. And the problem is, God's standards have never changed. And when people who claim to speak for God want to redefine his standards, well, this word didn't actually mean this. It can be interpreted to mean that, to support their sin. We've got a problem. And for us as believers, let's face it, the new path is a well, I was going to say freeways, but those are so jammed up these days, but the way they used to be, smooth, clean, leading off to the yellow brick road and the Emerald City. Well, actually, if they did that, I'd probably go on them too, but anyway. But the ancient paths, those look gravelly. Those look rough. Those look like you could stumble. Those look like you could get in trouble. But those are God's paths. And notice what Jeremiah says. When we walk on his paths, we find rest and peace. And when you walk on those other paths, you're always trying to convince yourself and others, those are from God, even when I think deep down they know they're not. So every once in a while, we need to stop and take a look and say, have we wandered off the path? Have we taken a bypass and headed over to the new contemporary paths? Or are we staying on the ancient paths? Because God's paths never change. Christ is the only way to salvation, and God's standards are God's standards. And so try to encourage those around you that the ancient paths are the true paths. And God will bless you for that. And God will bless you when you stay on it and when I stay on it as well. So have a blessed day. See if the path you're walking on has a little bit of dirt around the edges still. And I'll see you again tomorrow, the Lord's Day.